CPM, or cost per mil, is a popular measure. It stands for cost per thousand impressions. It is easily one of the more popular ways to pay for advertising, certainly in traditional TV, in most of digital, such as banner ads. This is in contrast with cost per click, which is very common in paid search and paid social. And it makes sense to measure it because, well, marketers receive a budget, and their budget needs to be spent, and CPM is how most publishers actually will charge their advertisers. So it's important to actually remain within that budget. However, it's a mistake for marketers to optimize, and we see this too often, optimize solely based on CPM. It is a good guiding post, especially if you're trying to reach a certain size audience. How does it affect TV ad strategy? So many marketers will have a targeted CPM. This is usually a blended rate, which consists of less premium inventory, which will come at a lower CPM than the targeted CPM, or it'll consist of more premium inventory, which will come at a higher CPM. And that's usually what's necessary to get your brand and your advertising associated with more premium publishers. Having a mix is certainly good practice. So focusing solely on CPM might sound like the easy way in, and especially a lot of campaigns might be set it and forget it. But it's not the best way to go about it because it just measures how many impressions put out there. It doesn't measure things like, even in just brand awareness campaigns, it doesn't measure how many people you've reached, unique people. You might be over-frequencying some people. For CPM or for impressions, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't distinguish between unique people and frequency. It also doesn't have a view towards more downstream outcome metrics. So if the point of your advertising is to drive more awareness into your website or your app, CPM doesn't consider that. It might be a little harder to justify your TV campaign to someone who's more financially oriented if you can't show it driving downstream outcomes that are more relevant for the business. There is also a buyer's beware aspect to lower CPMs. A lot of vendors out there will blend their CPMs by selling inventory that may actually not come from connected TVs. There is a premium to having your ads show up on the biggest screen in the house. But a lot of unscrupulous vendors, in order to be more competitive against other vendors, will compete on CPM, and it's a race to the bottom. They'll do that by blending in video advertising on mobile, on desktop, on tablet, on smaller screens where your brand and your advertising just might not be as impactful as when it shows up on the big screen. Another thing to watch out for is that some of these ads might actually not show up next to the publishers that you know and love. The Maxes, the Peacocks, the Netflixes. An easy way to get cheaper CPMs is by routing your ads to outstream inventory. So outstream inventory are those annoying video ads that might pop up when you're browsing a text-based site. They'll pop up in the lower right hand of your screen, and most of the time you'll want to X and swat them away because they're very distracting, and at best that is a waste of your media dollars if you are not watching out for it. At worst, your brand is associated with this annoying format, and you lose brand favorability.